What's up guys, it's Kelly and today I've got an exciting swatch review for you. So a ton of you guys have peeped the background of my videos and noticed that there's a very exciting new collection on my nail polish tower and you guys have been asking me to review it. And today is that day. I am partnering up with SinfulColors to show you their brand new Quick Bliss collection. So we are talking about 9 brand new shades from SinfulColors. They are all cherry oil infused and all of the polishes are actually inspired by cherries too, so they're really bright fun shades. And the Quick Bliss formula actually makes your nail harder and it protects against breakage. They are super quick dry, so they dry in a minute. They don't require any base or top coat. It's a 3-in-1 formula. And there's actually a really great range of color and finish in this collection, so I'm really excited about it. So really quickly, before we get started with the swatches, I want to show you guys the packaging because I absolutely love this bottle. Each bottle cap actually has this little ombre design that matches the color in the bottle, and I just love that. I love the attention to detail. I love when brands do like little special edition packaging while still keeping their branding. So you can obviously tell this is a SinfulColors bottle, but it's just like got the little something extra to it. So yeah, let me just show you guys the swatches and then we'll talk a little bit more about my thoughts on them. So roll footage. So starting off strong with the shade Climaxxx. This is a really gorgeous, bright, cool toned pink cream shade. And this one does have a little bit of that pastel neon quality to it. It's just so bright and colorful and fun, but it doesn't have that pastel neon kind of chalky formula. It was actually really smooth and really easy to apply, and I got very impressive coverage on the first coat, which I feel like is almost unheard of for a color that's this light. And like I said, each coat dries in a minute, so it was super quick and easy. And then I applied my second coat, which just added to that really gorgeous vibrance of the color. Hopefully you guys could see just how gorgeous this color is. Next up we have the shade Juicy, and this is basically the darker, warmer sister to the shade Climaxxx. It's just another really stunning pink cream polish, and this is another one that really just wowed me. I feel like this is the type of shade that makes me excited for like warmer weather and spring and summer. Like this is what I would love to see from spring collections. I'm so tired of like the boring dusty shades. Like this is what I want. This is so bright and perfect. It's like one of those shades that's really classic, so you can wear it if you're a more conservative polish wearer, but it's also bright and fun enough, and it's got that little hint of a cool tone that makes it a unique shade. Next up we have the shade Flushed, and this is actually a really interesting shade. It's almost like a dark berry jelly base that has a really intense gold fleck throughout it. It almost reminds me of those rose gold duochromes, but this one's just a little bit like more vampy and sultry, so I'm absolutely in love with this. On the first coat you do get a nice sheer wash of color. On the second coat you get that really full range of shade that's in there, and you get that really intense gold fleck. You could also throw on a third coat, I think, if you want it to be a little bit darker and a little bit more vampy, but I love the way it looks in 2 coats. Next up we have the shade Black Cherry, and oh my gosh, this is the vampy color of my dreams. I'm actually wearing this in the intro and still right now because I'm really obsessed with it. It's just a really intense dark cherry red that has a very vibrant, intense shimmer running throughout it, as well as little tiny flecks in it. So on the first coat you do get that light wash of color. On the second coat you get that nice dark vampy shade, and oh my gosh, I could wear this any day of the year. I think it's so beautiful. I love how dark it is, but when the light catches it and you see those little flecks, it just absolutely comes alive on the nails. Next up we have the shade Bite, which is a really impressive and intense green jelly. This one actually has a sort of duochromy fleck slash shimmer to it that shifts from a really intense blue into an almost pinky shade. This is definitely one of the more unique greens that I have in my collection. If you've watched my channel before, you probably know that I'm really into green nail polish, and I feel like brands just aren't daring enough with it and not using enough bright greens. So this definitely satisfies that green craving for me. I think it's so beautiful. On 2 coats it just looked really intense and fun, and I feel like this is such spring summer vibes. I absolutely love it. Next up we have the shade Hit the Spot, and this is a really beautiful sort of yellowy orange cream shade with really impressive coverage, and this is the type of shade that I've been really loving lately, especially for like spring summer. I feel like this collection to me is just making me so excited for warmer weather in general, but I love this this shade. I would call it almost like a marigold goldenrod kind of color. Like I feel like this is what my hair color was a little while back, and I think it looks so beautiful on the nails. It's so bright and fun on its own, but I think it would also be really perfect for nail art. Next up we have the shade Cherry Chaser, and this is a really intense, vibrant one coat red cream, and I think this was honestly my favorite in the collection just because of how amazing the formula was. It was so easy to work with. It was one coat for full coverage. I did end up throwing on a second just to show you guys what that looked like, but wow, what an intense and bright color. Like I feel like this is such a classic cherry red shade, and I love that almost orangey undertone to it that just makes it look so intense and bright and almost neon on the nails. I actually did end up using this for some cherry nail art, which I have over on Instagram if you guys want to check it out, but I really love the way this looks. Next up we have the shade Sweet Cheeks, which is a sheer pinky red jelly shade, and I feel like jellies right now are super in, and I am totally here for this trend. I absolutely love it. It's giving me some 90s vibes, but it's also just like a really fun light wash of color that you could wear on your nails really any time of year. You could also use it for nail art. I don't know, I just think it's really fun. This color in particular is so cool. It starts off a little pinky, but the more coats you add, it becomes a little bit redder and a little bit more intense, so you can kind of customize how you want the color to look on your nails, and I think that's so cool. And last but definitely not least, we have this shade Ice Ice Cherry, which is so gorgeous, really tough to describe actually. It's like a super light, almost white pinky shimmer that has a really intense shimmer running throughout it that goes from like a really strong pink shade into like a soft gold, which I think makes it so unique and gorgeous. You can wear this on its own as like a nice sheer wash of color on your nails, or you can build it up for full coverage. Here I am showing you guys two coats so you can see what that looks like, and it's just really beautiful and soft and elegant, and I think this would really be appropriate for an event or for some special occasion, or you can also wear it as a topper over any other color. So here I'm showing you guys over Climaxxx because I thought those colors matched really well, and I thought it looked equally cute. I love it both ways, and I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this shade. So those are all the polishes. Honestly, I'm really excited about these. I love the variety of finishes that are in this collection, and I love when a brand does that where they do like a lot of different finishes, but it still manages to be a really cohesive collection. I love that SinfulColors is coming out with new shades because they are such an affordable brand and they're really easy to get. And I don't know, I've just been really loving everything that they're putting out lately. I feel like they're doing a great job. So I will link down below where these polishes are available so you can check that out if you're interested. But yeah, I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think of these polishes? Are you planning on picking any of them up, or have you grabbed any already? Which is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys enjoy my swatch and review videos, please give this one a thumbs up because that always helps me out. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I do tons of nail polish reviews, I do some nail art, and I also do some other exciting stuff, so just make sure you subscribe if you want to. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! So fun fact, I actually started doing gratitude journaling, and it's something that I read a lot about like, you know, having a more positive mindset, and I really wanted to try it out because I felt like I was focusing a lot on the negative stuff, and I really wanted to kind of focus a lot more positive things in my life, and not necessarily big things, but just small everyday things that I really enjoy in life and start to appreciate them a little bit more. So basically what I do is I write down great things that happened that day, or, you know, things that happen in general that I really appreciate, and I found that it's actually been really helping my mindset and me being a more positive person. Because I feel like in general, you know, we don't always appreciate the small things around us. Like, I'm not writing about crazy big accomplishments. I'm literally just writing like if I have a really good cup of coffee, or if I had a really good sandwich at lunch, or stuff like that. It's not always food related, I promise. But yeah, just like appreciating the small things that happen every day and writing them down helps me kind of focus more and be more mindful of when those good things are happening. Like, you know, going for a walk and like feeling the fresh air, and, you know, things that you don't even think about unless they're not good. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just been really helpful for me and for my mindset. I've been really enjoying doing it so far, and I really want to keep doing it because I think it's helping me stay positive, and I think this time of year is always the toughest. So it's been really making me feel a lot better about everything. All right, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.